We are live. It is Sunday, May 11th, 2025. I'm your host, as always, Adam Martin. That's my co-host here, Mr. Big Marcel, on the MMAOB Daily Podcast. This is the UFC 315 recap show. I'm back home now, Marcel, and I was at the card last night, and it was pretty awesome. I had a good time, and I survived in one piece. I made it home, and now I'm here to talk about the card with you, my friend. So, how you doing, brother? I'm assuming you like the card too. It was a pretty good card, I think.
Yeah, definitely, man. Could be better of a bad stomach ache, so I
Oh,
might have to go off if I have to take a shit, so you guys know. But I'm just being honest. Yeah, overall, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm like I said, I'm glad I'm back home. I did the drive there yesterday. 5 hour drive. Just took like one stop and then went to the fight. Got to meet with Art, our guest from last week's podcast. Art had another big night. He won like 27 grand last night. This guy's
Man,
like fucking so good because he had Jack Della right as like for like strikes landed, and he's had all these props. And then he bet on Bukowskis during like the fight where he was like a huge underdog. So good night for him. And for I think our picks were pretty good too. You got one wrong, right? And I got two wrong, so we did pretty good,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm happy about it. All right, so I'm just getting this tweeted out, guys, and we're gonna get started. We'll go through the recap. Looking forward to talking about this card with you guys. All right, here we go. Tweeted it out, Marcel. I'm gonna retweet that shiz. All right, there we go. All right, let's get some comments. Joe, what's up, brother? What's up, lazy bed? Take a bong rip for me, man. Andy, what's up, man? Yeah, I like the car, Joe. It was fun. It was fun to be there, Joe. You know, I gotta tell you, like, Marcel, I don't know how it came through on TV. It was fucking loud. It was really loud. Did you hear the crowd through the TV? Could it be heard
Yeah. It
pretty
was
good?
very
Or
hard. Yeah, definitely.
oh, the crowd was amazing. Like, I don't know if it sold out, but like they sold apparently over 19,000 tickets. They did a $9 million gate Canadian. I think it was like 6 million American or something, or I think that's what it was. So yeah, and people were saying like this card's not going to sell out. I don't know if it did technically, but like they broke the record for like the arena gate. I don't know where Marcel dropped out again. He'll come back in a second. But yeah, guys, it was fun, and like I said, the crowd was amazing. Like I could barely like I was talking to some other like media members on press row, and like you could barely hear these guys. It was so loud. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Let's get some Where's Marcel? He must have just dropped out for a second. I don't know what happened. I'll get some more comments. Dana, what's up, man? Andrew, what's up, man? Antoine, what's up, brother? Yeah, I know Sunday night for sure. My Leafs do play in an hour, but I'm here to talk with you guys, so I'll probably miss the first period, but it's all good. Jay, what's up, man? Antoine was one of the best Canadian cards in the last 5 years. I agree. It was way better than the last card I went to was 297 Strickland Duplessis. And that card wasn't very good, so this was a much needed return to form, I would say. Dana, what's up, man? He's saying, of course, Marcel liked the card, Adam. Of course, Marcel liked the card, Adam. Telling when Marcel cleaned his pants. That sounds pretty accurate. I don't know where he is. I don't know what happened. Hopefully, he jumps back on. Maybe he had to restart his computer or something. Justin, what's up, man? Craig, what's up, man? Appreciate you guys in the chat showing some love. What's up, True? Yeah, we'll talk about that fight, True. Kutalaba. Definitely controversial, I think. What's up, Matthew? Oh, I suck at picking his fights. I'll just say that. I never get them right. I finally pick him and he loses. Like, fuck, I suck at picking his fights. Stamus, what's up, brother? Again, I don't know how it came through on TV. It was so fucking loud. The fuck you, Radke thing. It was hilarious. The crowd was amazing last night. Like, and when he got chinned, it was so awesome. Like, so gratifying. He was he didn't shake Mike's hand at the weigh. And I get he was selling the fight. And I like Chuck Buffalo, actually. Like, I don't think he's a bad fighter. And, like, he was selling the fight. So, like, I respect, him trying to, like, it was basically the people's main event, the Malott and Radke fight. But at the same time, like, I kind of think maybe, in some instances, he possibly could have taken it too far. So I think, what the fans did was justified. I'm going to ask Marcel where he is here. I don't know what happened here. Okay, he just sent me a message. He's trying to jump back on. I have no clue what happened. But he did say he had to take a shit, so maybe he went to take a crap, guys. I don't know. Emergency shit. I mean, we've all been there, right? So, all right, just going to get this sorted out with him, and we'll get going in a second here. But I'll keep talking to you guys and going through the comments in the meantime. It's a good parlay. Radke moment. It was amazing. It was so gratifying. Damn cards stay on way too late. Dude, I mean, I get it. Like, so this card ended, I think, at like 1:30, maybe close to 2 o'clock again, just like the Strickland card. and I got a hotel room, but it was like a 20-minute walk. So I walked, and I was so tired. Like, man, I crashed for like 5 hours and then dipped. Drive back was easy, Zach. I stayed over night. I think I went to bed at like probably 3 a.m. and I woke up at 8, and then I just left right away. So I got home this afternoon. I got to see my mom for a little bit, which was nice, and then I had a softball game. Our softball league just started today, so I'm probably gonna sleep like a fucking baby tonight. Plus, I got a couple of moose heads here. Where there they are. I didn't have any alcohol. Obviously, you're covering the event. You cannot drink. So Art was there last night. Art's like, hey, do you want to come have a beer with us? I'm like, I can't, dude. I don't want to lose my credentials. So, oh, it's so delicious. I missed you, Mr. Moosehead. Yeah, the Western Canada thing is true. I don't know where it's going to be, but the guy David Shaw said they're coming back to Canada this year. Clown Show MMA. I don't know who that is, and I really don't care, man. I just literally do not care. A lot of people thought card was trash, which I was mind boggled. I think it was a good card. I've been watching the playoffs. I didn't see the games today, unfortunately. I was playing softball, but I know that OKC won, so they even that series up. Yeah, GSP being there was pretty cool. Do you guys think Mawad should fight Colby? I don't even know if Colby's gonna fight again. Where's Marcelo? What happened here? His computer must have like given Fritz. No, it's all good, man. Like, I really don't care if people are talking shit, dude. I'm such a happy-go-lucky guy, as you guys know. I don't care, man. It doesn't bother me at all. But I appreciate you telling me. I don't know where Fight Talk. He was here a minute ago, and he dropped off, and he's not responding to my messages now. I don't know what happened to Marcel. Like, he must be taking a mad shit, guys. Like, he said his stomach hurt. So, anyways, I guess I could talk about the card, like, while he's away. Let's go through the main event, work our way down. Well, I'll give my thoughts on the card. Like, I think I said going into it, 7.5, 8 out of 10. Do you want to come in, Zach? Do you want me to send you the link? You're welcome to come in. Would you like to come in, Zach? You can jump in. I can send you. You want to come in, Zach? I'll send you the link right now because I could use a co-host. I don't know where he went, honestly. You want to come in, buddy? Let me know. I think at 8-2. That's kind of what I had too, Joe. Maybe Natalia went live. Marcel had to go. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. He just dipped. Oh, he had to take a shit. He just told me. That's exactly what happened. At least he was honest about it. He did warn us, guys. Zach, he's coming back on in a second. He did warn us, guys. He did warn us a minute ago. But I hope he feels better. He did warn us. All right. Yeah, let's start. Let's talk through the card. All right, so I guess I'll just give my thoughts on like being a media. Yeah, I'll let you. I'll send you the link, Zach, right now. One sec. I don't know how to send it. Let me see here. Let me see how I do this. One sec, Zach. I can probably send you the link. Where the fuck is it? Shit. He did send me. I have the link somewhere on my phone. Give me one sec, guys. Sorry about this. I don't know what happened. Bad timing, I guess. Where the heck is the link? Second. Sorry about this, guys. Trying to send it to Zach. Oh, here. Okay, I found it. Zach, I'm just sending it to you on Discord. Okay, it's in your DMs. Yeah, I just sent it to you, Zach. All right, sorry about that, guys. You guys see Bruce Buffer? Yeah, I heard about that. I could barely. You know what? The one thing I'll say is like the microphone. You could barely hear what the fighters were saying. Like, so apparently BST called out Gamrot. You couldn't hear it. So I just talked about the media side of it. The last time I was at the event, so most of the times I've been up on press ledge, which is totally cool. Basically, like in Montreal, it's a little different. They have this media room, which is like on the 7th floor. You walk in, all the media guys are in. So I walked in, and Aaron Bronstetter was right there. He's my boy. So immediately start talking to Aaron. They give you food. There's like a catering service. So me and Aaron had dinner together there. We talked about the fights, talked about some music and stuff, which was really cool. Aaron's one of my best friends, so it was awesome. And then got to meet a few other people. Actually, Lene from the UFC, she was there. I'd never met her before. Aaron introduced me. And I'm like, Lene, of course I know who you are. I saw you on the behind the scenes UFC show on Roku. You were so funny with the Strickland thing. Just started laughing. Yeah, it was awesome. So, yeah, they basically feed you. But yeah, there's like press ledge. That's where most of the media members were. Then there was like a media room connected to it where like a bunch of people on their laptops were there. They have like TVs, and then the fighters come there to do interviews. Then there is a floor section. It's not as big as it was in Toronto. There wasn't as many media members on the floor. I think maybe it was like 10 people, maybe 20 people. Wasn't lucky enough to get the floor seat. All good. I was happy enough to be there, guys. So I was up top. It wasn't the greatest view in the world, but I had a ticket. Zach, what's up, brother?
What's up, buddy?
I had a ticket. I was there, so I'm happy. You know what I mean? Zach, I've never actually got to talk to you before.
Yeah,
we talk like all the time. Marcel's back at the same time. Look at that timing. We got Zach to jump on. Zach was filling in for you.
Awesome. What's up, Jack?
what's up, buddies?
How you feeling, man?
Well, Jack or me?
Well, you.
Me? Oh, fucked up, man. I couldn't. I had to go. Like I said, man, I have a bad stomach ache since yesterday.
Yeah, I know. You did. You warned us. Let's talk about the fights, boys. Big upset here. Jack Della Maddalena. How'd you score it, Zach? I'll start with you.
Yeah, I had it 3-2. I don't hate the 4-1 card that came in because
that's why I had Zach, to be honest with you. Yeah.
And that's why I chalked it up to. I chalked it up to, I think in person, 4-1 is probably a lot more clear. On TV broadcast, it felt 3-2.
Fair enough.
No way do you do 3-2 or 4-1 below. I don't care what Cody thinks.
Or Jeremy Stevens or some of these other guys. You know what, though, Zach? I'll tell you right now. You made such a great point. I'll tell you right now. Being there, like, I feel like you have a clearer picture of what's going on in some ways. Or maybe just a different picture, I should say, compared to watching on TV with the different angles. You know? So with the scoring, like I guess I could see it 3-2, but he clearly won. So you can't give this to Belal.
No.
Come on, like if you're giving it to Belal, you're just a fanboy for him. Marcel, how'd you have it? You had Jack winning, obviously.
I had 3-2 for Jack. Yeah.
Okay, so actually look at this. We're like the same fucking as the judges. 4-1, 3-2, 3-2. That's how they had it. So that's the same as us right here. The right guy won though. He looked amazing, guys. I mean, he stopped 6 of the 9 takedowns. And even when he got taken down, he was able to like reverse and get back up. His get-up game was incredible. And actually, I got to give a shout out to our boy Art last week. He talked about it. He's like, his get-up game is getting better. He's improving. And Art won a shitload of money, Zach. He won 27 grand last night. So he fucking killed it with these like striking props on Della Maddalena. I cannot get a Belal Muhammad fight pick right, guys. I keep picking him to lose, and then he wins. And then I picked him to win, and he fucking lost. So I don't ever want to pick this guy's fights again. I suck so bad at it. But let's talk about Jack. Like, I guess they're saying Islam, but I kind of prefer the Gary fight, to be honest. What do you think? I'll start with you, Zach. What do you think? Your guess?
I mean, I don't hate the Gary one, but it is like also off of one win.
Sure.
But then I'm going to hypocrite myself for that because like I would lean Brady, but I think Brady is also off of like one win.
That's the Cody in you right there. The Philly.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it's also like Brady submitted Leon.
Yeah,
and
that was impressive.
No one does that.
Yeah, it was impressive. I mean, don't forget about Shavkat. Obviously, if he's healthy, I mean, he really should get it. Marcel, what do you think?
Adam, are you kidding me? Gary over Carlos Paredes win? Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Listen. I'm not the biggest Gary fan, but he did the UFC a solid 3 times in a row. He stepped in to fight Shavkat on short notice. Paredes short notice, and he filled in to do the backup fight everything on 2 weeks' notice here. So I think that really puts him in a good spot here, guys. With the
now you're acting like he does the UFC a solid by being a backup on this card. He made himself the backup. He asked for it. He didn't do anybody a solid. I mean, even Jack and Belal didn't want to have him there. So I mean,
okay. So let me just say this, like. Yeah. Obviously, I would like to see the Islam fight, but like I don't know, I'm not like jumping on my chair for it either. What do you guys feel the same way about this, or like because I want to see Islam and Topuria personally.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so what would you, Zach? Same.
I really have no interest in JDM versus Islam.
Yeah.
Same.
And it's not even a mix of like I know I fall into the category of like Islam has not defended against a 155er. It's all been 145er, so like I mean, even Ilya would technically be a 145 or maybe back to 155. But defending your own weight class, like, build your history. Like, I mean, Khabib didn't really defend it a lot either.
Yeah.
So it's just no one really has in a while. It's just it doesn't make sense to move up for beating Volk twice, and then like no one who really deserved it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't know. This whole thing kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, Islam's talked about having 2 belts for a while. Now, to be fair, he does have the most title defenses at lightweight history, apparently. So, but here's the thing. The other thing I was thinking, he actually has the second longest win streak of all time, tied with Usman at 15. Anderson has the longest 16. I mean, they're trying to make him earn it here to get the record, I guess. But personally, like, I'm really intrigued by the Topuria fight. I'm assuming that if they do Charles and Ilya, it would be a vacant title or interim belt. Like, I'm not. Like, is Islam giving up the belt if he moves up, or is it just going to fight for...
He says he doesn't, but does he make the decision?
I don't know. But here's the other thing, guys. That card is in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And they have no announcement yet. It's kind of odd, right? Isn't it? Mm-hmm. Marcus, who's a good friend of the podcast, he's going to the card, but he's waiting to get a ticket, and he can't... He literally messaged me every day, and he's like, do you know what the tickets are going to sell? I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. They got to get this card sorted out. I know they have a few fights booked for it, Marcel. Like you broke that Cortez and fight. There's a few other ones, but they got to get the main event sorted out. Anyways, yeah. I mean, listen, I'm gonna watch the fight if they do it, but it doesn't. To me, it just makes more sense to Jack headlines this apparent like Perth pay-per-view card. Is that in August, Marcel? Do you know when that is? This Perth?
Not sure, man. Not sure, but it's possible. That's like the open spot, I guess.
Yeah, it makes sense, and then. I mean, like, they could do Topuria and I don't know. That to me makes more sense. And then, dude, okay, there's this fucking annoying guy in the chat. Dude, you're just a loser. Straight up. I can't block him, though, for some reason. I'm trying my best to block this guy. Like, I don't know. Dude, like, go fucking jack off or something, bro. Like, why are you in our chat just being a douchebag? Like,
he was also in James' chat last time.
I don't understand, though. Like, don't you have anything better to do with your life, man? You're just a fucking weirdo, dude. Like, you know what? If you want to keep spamming the chat, you're just fucking over a lot of other people, you fucking weirdo. So can someone help me ban this guy? How do you do this? Why is this not working? I don't know how it just doesn't fucking work. Super odd. Trying to read the other comments for the guys that actually have good questions to ask here, but you're just a weird guy, man. You're fucking weird, dude. Straight up. And you're sitting there behind your keyboard talking shit, dude. Like, good for you. You know what I mean? Anyways, guys. Usually these guys don't, Thank you, True reported him, so that's good. How do you make someone a mod? Do you know how to do that, Zach?
Yeah, you have to do it through YouTube Studio.
Okay. You have to make someone a moderator, Adam. So do I go into? Someone tell me what to do. I'll do it right now.
Yeah, Zach probably knows, so he can.
How do I do it, man?
Yeah, let me see if I can see it online because I know it's weird too. Because I know StreamYard lets you
community moderation, is that the one?
That should be it, yeah.
Paste the URL, channel URL. Hold on. Standard. I'm so confused by this. Fuck, I don't even know what to do, guys. Oh, this guy's just basically wasting our time. You know what I mean? Like, you're wasting our time, dude. I don't know. Someone tell me what to do because I don't want this guy in the chat anymore. It's just freaking lame as hell, man. You know what I mean? If someone knows how to do this, just let me know. At LazyBetMMA. Okay, I'll do that. Let me do that right now. Thank you. Apologies for this, guys. It's on the. We don't really have this problem usually, to be honest with you. Usually the chat's very chill. So.
Yeah, it looks like you have to do it from like the YouTube chat on YouTube.
Okay. On actual YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me 1 sec. Standard. Okay, hold on. I think. Does that work? I don't know how this works. I'm so confused right now, guys. At LazyVed. All right, I don't even know. The guys can start here. Sorry, guys. I really apologize for this. This is so fucking lame. You have no idea. It's just like stupid. All right, let's just get back to the fight, I guess. Hopefully this guy just fucking goes kicks rock somewhere. Co-main event, kind of a snore, I think. I had Valentina winning. Manon looked like okay at times, but I don't know, man. It was not I don't know. It wasn't a great fight. What do you guys think about it? Let me know.
I mean, when I saw Valentina fight the first round, I thought it wouldn't be that hard, you know. She looked really good. She busted up Manon's nose, and I was like, she's looking good. She looks very dominant. But Manon came back, man, and she was physically stronger than Valentina was, in my opinion. And she got she got the win on all three scorecards, and I was kind of surprised. I was like, maybe there will be a split or something, you know, because those rounds were very close. I had Valentina winning, but I thought it was super close, and I wouldn't have been surprised if one of the judges gave it to Manon. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't a great fight, I think, but it was like they were super competitive, you know, and well, Valentina won. I mean, I don't know. How many people have lost their belt, won the belt back, and then defended it again? You know, so good for her.
What do you think, Zach?
Yeah, I think Michelle hit it perfectly. Like the first round, I thought we weren't going to see who was going to win until like the fourth or fifth round. I thought it was going to be very even until then. Valentina, right off the bat, hits the nose. I think I even commented in the Discord, like, everyone has a game plan until you get hit in the face, and right away, you saw Manon's like game plan go away. But then Val just let her get back into it, and then just did enough each time to like get the rounds to accumulate to win. And I don't know if that was Manon just changing her game plan to reflect Val's output,
Right,
or what. But no, I mean, I don't think there was enough there to justify Manon even having a split possibility.
I agree.
But again, it was one of those, like, I think it showed like Manon is a title challenger. Like, I think anyone else besides Val, she probably does like big body them, and I think it's what her skill set is. It's not so much great fight IQ; it's just height,
Yeah,
and being able to overpower.
yeah, and like I had it. Okay, so I had Valentina winning the first round, Manon winning the second and third. I think most people had that, and then the fourth round, I actually had Manon up a little bit, but then she got dropped with like 10 seconds left, and that obviously swung the round back. The fifth round, she did a lot of holding, but not enough like punching and kicking, and I think Val did enough striking, so she gets the win. Now they're talking about this fight with Wei Zhang. Does this fight interest you guys, or would you prefer Natalia Silva or I don't know who else, another contender fight? What do you guys think?
You go first, sir.
I think Wally earned it. And I think that's where it's come from. It's not really a Val thing. It's more on Wali's side.
Right.
If Wally does not change divisions, then you go to someone like Natalia, or like, I hate to even say it, but I guess you maybe even go winner of Macy and Aaron.
That's another option for sure. You know?
I don't think either one of those are. I don't think that fight deserves the title fight, but I mean, it all comes down to the Wally, and I think she's the one that already has said that she wants this like massive fight. Because I think her career is also probably getting close to wrapping up, because they don't really fight long anymore.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. I mean, I don't mind this fight with Zhang and Valentina. Obviously, I think it's an interesting fight. I do kind of feel like Natalia should get the next fight though for the belt, and I know you agree, Marcel. Obviously,
I think both women have like a clear number one contender in a division. Valentina has Natalia, and Weili has Verna.
Yeah, yeah, maybe one more fight.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Let's go to the next fight here, guys. I mean, to me, like, I had Aim Zahabi winning. I don't know what you guys thought. Who do you have, Zach?
I had him taking it. You could have gave it 2-1 to Otto, but after he kind of like just wailed and kind of just like kept flying and throwing everything possible to try to get the win, he gassed out, and then for the rest of the third round, Zahabi just battered his face in for like 2 minutes, almost 3 minutes. So yeah, he dropped him, he did all that damage, but you can't outweigh the 3 minutes of ground and pound.
And the thing was though, like, I agree with what you said, but it didn't come down to the third round. All the judges had the same. To be fair, like, I think the second round was probably the closest round. I would think. I had it the hobby slightly edging it out though. What do you have, Marcel? How'd you have it?
I think that, I mean, you could go 2-1 either way. It depends on how you score the second round. there were people like robbery, sure 2-1 Aldo. There were people saying sure 2-1 Zahabi. I don't think there was a sure thing. I think the first round was clearly for Aldo. The third round was at a moment for Aldo, but that switched to Zahabi after doing so much damage on the ground, with the ground and pound. Second round, I think you easily can go either way, in my opinion. So I don't think there was like a super decisive. I was surprised that it was unanimous, to be honest. And I was like, definitely one judge give it to Aldo, or one judge give it to Zahabi, and the two other give it to the other,
Right.
But they were all like, they had all the same scorecards, one for Aldo and 2 and 3 for Zahabi. I think people say it's robbery. I don't think it's a robbery. It was a close fight.
Yeah.
And I felt like it could have gone either way. That was the honest opinion.
There's no way it's a robbery. I think people are so, like, they love Aldo so much.
Mhm.
And, for good reason. The guy's a legend. But, like, it's like, even the Batista fight, like, I think I had Batista winning. And you had, Marcel had Batista. How did you have, Zach, that one?
I had it because, yes, it was boring. Yes, Batista just pressed against the cage, but Otto did nothing against the cage. He just accepted it.
Yeah.
So if you're just going to accept it and hope the referee breaks it, you lose the round.
Yeah.
The problem is with this one is that Aldo has such a massive fan base that a lot of people are always backing him, even if it's like a super close round. They immediately say it's for Aldo, And I love Aldo. I still think he's the featherweight goat, in my opinion,
Yeah.
But I mean, I got to be honest, I cannot go. I cannot go with my heart or with my feelings like, oh, I love him so much, I have to give him 10-9. I mean, it's not how it works, So I think it was a close fight, could go either way. But the thing is, like, if Aldo wins this fight, listen, now change the name from Zahabi and Aldo, and Aldo wins this fight, nobody would have complained probably, So that's the thing.
Yeah, it was a close fight. Like, if he had won, I wouldn't have been like upset or surprised or anything like that. You know what I mean? But I do think the judges got it right.
Of course, you wouldn't have been upset, man. You're in the arena, you're in the press row, you're eating your ass off, So
it was
of course.
It was fun, man. What do you guys think is next? Like, he said he wants to fight what's it called? Marlon Vera. I don't know if you saw that media thing. He goes like, I want to fight Marlon Vera, and then I think Jose was like, he's like, he has a fight book with Mario Batista. He's like, yeah, I know, but that doesn't matter. I still want to fight him. I thought that was hilarious. It's like, dude, yeah, we know he knows his shit, but yeah. And then what's his name? Aldo retired, so we should talk about him really quick, I guess. Like, the thing is, he's retired before, I don't think he should have came back in the first place. He hasn't really had any success. We should talk about the weight thing. The whole weight thing was a huge mess.
Mm-hmm.
Zahabi said he was 8 pounds overweight, so it would have been like 143, I think he would have weighed. And the commission in Quebec, Zach, they wouldn't take the fight.
Nothing over 5 pounds in Quebec.
Yeah, so they moved it up to 145. And Zahabi talked to us last night. He's told the media, he's like, yeah, Sean Shelby took care of me. So I don't know if that means he got, an extension on his contract, or he just got more money. I'm assuming it was more money, because they had him by the balls, right? He could have said, like, nope, I'm not doing it, and then screw over the UFC. Not screwing over, it's not his fault, but the UFC can't lose that fight. You know what I mean, guys? Like, they can't lose another fight, because they lost a bunch of fights in the card.
I mean, the thing is, with this one, what I thought was annoying, I don't know if you see Aldo's tweet like a couple of hours ago, where he was like, this might be my last fight in the UFC, and he was like, the night before, the night of the weight cut, I woke up and I was like, I actually shouldn't do this anymore. So I listened to that and I stopped. I was like, dude, you signed a commitment to fight somebody. You cannot just stop, And I love Aldo, you know that. But that's just like, then you shouldn't go into commitment to somebody to making a certain weight and fight, You cannot go like during right before the weight cut. It's like, yeah, I shouldn't do this anymore. I don't need this. Let's stop. Yeah, you should have thought about it earlier, in my opinion.
No, I agree. By the way, I figured out how to do it, guys. So I apologize for all that bullshit just a few minutes ago. I made Lazy Bed's a moderator now. I appreciate you, Lazy Bed, for taking on that role. We're not paying you a dime, though, just so you know. But and I blocked the guy. Like, I'm so sorry, guys, for getting frustrated. Like, I literally was on the road for 5 hours today, and I'm just like, I had a long day. I barely slept, Zach, and this guy's just stressing us out, like, for no reason. It's just, so I apologize. The first time I ever talked to Zach, and some guys fucking screw me over in the chat, wasting everyone's time. I need to fucking down this beer.
So I'm going to add in real fast about
beer. Go ahead.
About the auto. He also talked to UFC Brazil and like listed like 30 injuries he had. Like a doctor was like,
I saw that.
A doctor told him not to take the fight. Also, I was like, then why? Yeah. You had time. You could have pulled out when the doctor told you. They could have found another body. Yes, it was nice to have Jose on the card, but like, you're in Canada. They would have found Sahabi a different opponent.
I agree. And Marcel hates when they have an excuse after the fight. Even someone like Aldo that we all respect. You know,
it's just like, listen. There are sometimes. I mean, you lose. It's okay. You know, it is what it is. But I mean, always. I mean, how many title fights we had this year? You know, and besides Belal and because Belal hasn't talked so far, but besides Moicano, who hasn't give like some sort of excuse why they didn't win?
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree completely. Yeah, no, I agree. I just hope Aldo doesn't come back and like do bare knuckle or something. Or because he had that boxing match. People don't talk about that fight with Jeremy Stephens. He didn't look good in that boxing match at all, to be honest with you. I think he's been on a decline. I think people just think it's the old Aldo of old. It's not. It really isn't. There's flashes of it. We saw the flash in the third round where he dropped Damon, and then a minute later, I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if it was shown on TV. He looked up at the clock like multiple times. Like he was completely gassed out. So bad weight cut, but yeah, I mean the legend. I'm not gonna say anything about Aldo. I mean the guy's amazing. I've had the pleasure. You know what's crazy, Zach? I saw his first. I was at UFC 129 when he fought Mark Hominick. That was his first UFC fight, and I saw his last UFC fight. And I also saw his fight with Volkanovski, which might have been the last fight he had before he retired. I'm not sure. Was it? Yeah. And I saw actually. I've seen him fight 4 times. I saw him fight Marlon Moraes, where I fucking bet on him as an underdog, and he got robbed. That one, he should have won that fight, I think. Marcel, remember that one against Marlon Moraes?
I'm also hearing that you're hoping to follow his OnlyFans career upcoming.
Did he talk about that? There was someone that was talking about their OnlyFans. I don't know. If
Valentina.
Valentina was, yeah. She was like, "Hey guys, you should sign up for my OnlyFans." I'm like, "Oh God, I don't know."
She has an athlete page, by the way. I think
Valentina, like, it's so weird. Like I've never seen her connected to like any dude ever. But I think she'd be so hard to date because I think she would just be like. It'd be so hard to date her. Like I couldn't do it. I'm not man enough for her, so I can just say that right now.
I mean, maybe she swings the other way. You never know.
Let's talk about your wife here, Marcel. It's a good segue. Tali Silva. I mean, this fight was. I as soon as it was announced, I'm like, yeah, she wins the decision. Like it was such an easy fight to call. To be honest with you, I was even easier on that. Alexa Grasso looked absolutely terrible in this fight. She did like nothing. Sean Madden, who's a really good striking coach, put out a tweet last night that what's his name, Jason House. I don't know if you saw that, guys. Jason House was not too happy with it, but I think he was right. He's like, you're a forward champ. You're not cutting off the cage. Like, what are you doing? She's got to get out of that camp or something. Like, something's got to change with Alexa Grasso. Like, really, like, I mean, she has to do it now because, to be honest with you guys, like, I don't see her ever winning the belt again. Do you guys ever see her getting back to that? No. And to be honest with you, like I think she was kind of like one of the biggest surprise champions of all time. Go ahead, Zach. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just saying, like, no, I don't even see her even competing again for a belt. Like, yet, like, not even holding one. But, and what you kind of hinted to, like, her win was, I guess you can call it a fluke at this point too. Like, I know during that fight, I took her live because I just saw something in Val that like it looked like Val just wasn't there during that fight. I remember I even gave it out to a few friends. I was like, hey, like, I think it was like the once Val did like a spinning back fist and Grasso got the back the first time. And I was like, just take her. Like, what's the risk? I think we got her at plus 400, plus 500. And then she ended up getting the sub because she did the same thing. She spun it again and Grasso actually got the neck that time. Yeah. I mean, that worried me in Val's fight last night too because she was doing a lot of spinning things, but Manon was not smart enough to get a hold of it. But yeah, outside of that, like, I feel it's going to be what the reason is the whole camp. And it's going to suck because, like, her uncle runs that camp. So, like, you're going to say your uncle who got you this far in your career now sucks? Like, how are you going to now, like, say he's the reason why? Because, I mean, even last night, there was no Diego Lopez in the corner. There was...
Thanksgiving dinner's going to be awkward.
Yeah, it's going to be, like, really weird.
Yeah, Diego was. So, what's the thing with Diego now? Like, has he left that camp or what's going on there? Do you guys have any insight?
I have no idea. No, I have no idea.
I don't know either. I think Grosso is completely done, guys. Like as a contender, I should say. Like she could still win fights. That being said, I mean she's a gatekeeper now to like get to like the title shot. That's what she was using as a stepping stone last night. I don't mind if Jasmine fought her. I don't mind if the loser of Blanchfield and Barber fights her, or even I guess they could do Fiorot and Grosso, but I feel like Manon wins that fight. I don't know, guys. I just don't believe in Grosso anymore. I really don't.
You mean Fio?
Man, Fior. I don't even know how they said it on TV. Fior.
Fio.
They changed it again.
I don't know, man. It's just annoying to me. But
I know Fiorot. Like me, you, and Art knew how to say it last week. So, anyways, Marcel, the fight sucked though. Let's be honest. This was a terrible fight. The fans weren't happy about this when they were booing it. I know your girl won, but it was terrible, bro.
It was super one-sided, man. That's probably why it sucked, because, I mean, Grasso wasn't able to even touch her. And when she tried to bum rush her, she got touched herself, So it was like very technical for Natalia.
Yeah.
I think Grasso just didn't look good,
Yeah.
But that's because Natalia looked good, and she made her look bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair. Natalia is super fast, by the way. Like, she's so fast and lightning quick kicks. I mean, I think she could be the champ. Actually, the line came out. She's the favorite, right? Isn't she? Like minus 200 or something. Did you guys see that line today? Natalia's minus 200, or I don't know if it's changed now, but to be Valentina, I gotta be honest with you. I mean, that line seems a little heavy, but maybe she does win. I mean, she's like Drew says, she's actually very good at fighting as the weasel. Like she just sticks and moves. It's so hard to hit her. I don't think it's just you. I think a lot of people feel that way, man. So. Anyways, let's get back to the card. The opening fight was, I mean, it was short notice, it was a very one-sided fight. BST just runs through Kyle Proplik. But again, give Kyle some credit here, guys. Like, he's got a great chin. Like, it's so, like, he was taking massive shots in that clinch. Like, knees, elbows, and did not go down. Got submitted. I had him by submission. I kind of figured BST would just take. It was just the easiest path to win, right? Take him down. He's been sub before, but I did hear through a source that Kyle got a 3-fight deal. I told you guys last night. I think they usually do 4 fights, but I guess because he really wasn't on their radar, he's going to get at least one of the 3 left. Like he's got 2 left, I guess. They're not going to cut him off. They'll give him one more. He'll probably fight like I know Zach. You said like Trevor Peake, maybe. I don't know if that's possible, but someone like that.
Someone that's like on the cutting block.
Pretty much, like Kyle. To be honest, he probably gets cut if he loses again. He'll be 0-4. But like, give the guy some credit, guys. Like he fought a top 15 guy on 4 days' notice, and he lasted. He actually went over the 1.5. So give him some credit here. But this fight, I mean, really wasn't necessary. They just didn't want to lose another fight from the card. That's what happened. Who wins this fight, Anshul Jubilee or Kyle Proplik? Who wins? I would take Kyle. I'll take Kyle.
I think I lean Kyle. I think Kyle, I mean, if he can take BSD's punches without a real training camp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I mean, especially you figure Jubilee's going to be very hesitant his next fight because he went out with 1 punch last time out.
That was brutal, yeah. But the Colin Salkid guy that Marcel doesn't think is very good. That guy, Marcel.
And I think it also shows that, like, UFC, I mean, Manchair Kira is on the roster. I don't know if it's the road to UFC.
Yeah, I saw that.
Roster. You can tell they're looking elsewhere now for an Indian representative.
Yeah.
So that fight makes sense too, just because like when he loses his next one, he's cut also.
Yeah, sorry, Marcel, go ahead.
Yeah, who did you say? Who did I didn't like?
Oh, that Cool and Salkill guy. We all like that fight with Gage Young. You're like, this fight isn't good. This is
that wasn't a good fight, man. You guys are really easy to how do you say that?
Actually, Gage is a 55. They could do Gage Young and Kyle Proplik. That makes sense, doesn't it?
That's okay. Yeah.
I don't mind that fight. Anyways, like again, I just have a soft spot for the guy because I've known him forever. So
you're easy satisfied, Adam Martin.
I am, but I mean,
Zach,
if you had like your boy Kyle Dawkins came back in, you'd feel the same way.
Don't call my boy. He don't like me. I know. I've been told from people in his camp he is not a fan. Literally, quote unquote.
Who doesn't like you? You're like one of the nicest guys in the industry. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm vocal.
Yeah, you are vocal. That's for sure.
So
we'll say that.
I mean, it would probably be more like a Jose Perez. Like if he ever was to actually get signed, I'd be extremely biased. Like
Fair
there's
enough.
no doubt about it. I don't care who he could be fighting. Literally anybody, and I'd probably still bet Jose.
You'd be like 50-45 Belal, but with Jose Perez.
Yeah.
Basically. I like this one too, Jamie Malarkey. Yeah, I mean, any of these fights make sense. It's funny, we're talking about Kyle whenever we're talking about BST. Like, he won. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure what to make of this performance. Like, he won, but, like, I don't know. Like, he didn't look amazing to me. I know he got the finish, guys, but I don't know. I'm going to fade him against most guys in the top 15. Like, I saw someone suggest Michael Chandler in BST. Would you guys like that fight?
It's winnable for both.
Yeah. I'd probably pick BST, I guess.
She not cut yet, Michael Chandler.
You hate him so much.
I don't hate him, but I hate that he keeps getting opportunities.
He gets like the top 5 guy every time out or so. He'll probably get a fight Armin next or something. Anyways, okay, we're good with the main card. The main card was okay. Actually, it went like I expected. Actually, I do predictions. I'm in like a pool where you have to pick the method of victory. So I picked decisions for the final 4 fights. I figured they would go. I knew it was going to be a long night. I was like, can Jack just knock out Belal so I could get out there early? Didn't happen. But the fight was great though. The Jack and Belal fight of the night off. We didn't mention that. That was they won $50,000, which in 2025 is, I don't think it's much money personally, but that's like a month of work for you, Zach, or something like that. It's a joke, to be honest here. Let's get back to the prelims, though, guys. Like, I think the prelims were pretty good overall. Very good, actually. The pride of Burlington, Ontario, Mike Malott knocks out your boy. Is he your boy? Charles Radke? Can we say he's your boy? This guy?
He doesn't hate me.
Okay.
He knows of me. We're not, if you tell him who 4 Ounce or Zach is, he will just say okay.
Yeah.
But no, he's always been cool to me. I mean, I followed him since his like 2nd or 3rd CFFC fight. Seeing his ups, seeing his downs. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised he was knocked out. I'm not surprised he lost.
So last week we had Art on. You watched the show. We all had 3 different picks. I had Mike Malott by knockout. So Marcel had by submission or no decision. You had decision, and Art had submission. I had the knockout. So I saw it coming. I don't know. I just saw it coming. I figured it'd be a stand-up fight. Huge win for Mike, though. I mean, I don't know how it came across on TV. The crowd went fucking nuts when he knocked out Radke. Like that left hook he dropped him with. Holy shit, guys! It was brutal. And that ground and pound. I think Chuck's a good fighter. I think I think he sold the fight well. Like it actually got me really intrigued to the fight. This was the people's main event. But a huge win for Mike Malott. What do you think's next for Mike, Marcel? Do you think he gets a top 15 guy again, or do you think they slow the roll again with this guy? He's 34. Like, he's not young, right? So,
it's difficult, man. Maybe if they go back to Canada, they give him somebody in the top 15. It's possible. But I don't know, man. To be really honest, what about give him Nicholas Dalby?
That was a fight I thought about. Someone mentioned Daniel Rodriguez. I heard that one as well. I don't mind that. If they're going to go top 15, like Carlos Prates, but I think Prates probably beats him. I like Mike a lot. Randy Brown would be. Oh yeah, Luque's good. He's booked against Holland. If he loses, I guess that would make a lot of sense. The other one was Randy Brown, but I think Randy should get someone ranked after that knockout of the year against Dalby. I don't mind. Where's Wonder Boy? I mean, is he an active fighter anymore? He doesn't really. What was his last fight? What was Wonder Boy? Was it Buckley? It was Buckley, right? That was a while ago. Colby and Mike. I would love that fight. I don't think Colby shouldn't be. Is he ranked still? He should not be ranked. He's got to get taken out.
I mean, with Kobe, if Belal doesn't retire, do Belal and Kobe.
I like that actually. What do you think of that, Marcel? Belal and Kobe.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
The other option is Damon Martin threw it out there. I'm sure Ali asked him to.
What did you say?
I love that. I like Damon. He's a good dude, actually. He's my cousin, so we're not related. I actually like Damon a lot. He's good. Kamaru Usman, and if he loses, which I think he'll probably lose to in Belal, and then Ali gets his 20%, so it makes a lot of sense, right?
Double dip makes sense, yeah.
But yeah, I think Mike looked phenomenal. He didn't get a bonus. I think you could have easily given him a bonus personally. These big cards like this, I feel like they should give more bonuses out. But I'm honestly tired of beating a dead horse about it. There's no point in me going on Twitter and crying about it anymore. The fighters don't complain about it, so why should I? Let's go back to the prelims. Jasmine Jastovicius, incredible. She gets a performance bonus here. Submits Jessica Andrade, first round rear naked choke. Jasmine's 8-2 now in the UFC. She's on a 5-fight win streak, and she's coming off the biggest win of her career now. She's very good fighter, guys. And the thing with Jasmine is, like, and I talked about this on here, it's a late bloomer to the sport, guys. You know, she started at 26, I think, or 28 maybe. It's like really 26, I think. I was like 2014, I believe. So 10 years she's been in the sport. It's funny, Mike Belal was talking about this last night. He's like, I was in Bellator before she even started training. That's crazy when you think about that. And then she actually beat him to the UFC by like 2 weeks. Now, of course, women's MMA is a little different than, you know, to get in the UFC to go welterweight division. But Marcel, what do you think of Jasmine?
I mean, like I said, she's probably the best thing out of Canada you guys have right now, you know. So, yeah, she needs to step up again. Interesting when she can fight. I would give her the loser of Macy Barber against Erin Blanchfield, probably.
I don't mind that. What do you think, Zach? You like that one?
Yeah, I like that one. And also, I mean, you also have to add into her story. Like, she also went through 2020 MMA, too, where Canada was fully shut down.
Yeah.
Her only option was CFFC. I think she did like 2 or 3 fights there.
Elise Reed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And completely, like, it wasn't good. That was not a good fight at all. But no, I think that's the right move. I wish she was a little younger because I still want her to be like able to grow, but she's kind of forced to grow because of her age.
She's 36. She's same age as me.
Yeah,
actually, she's Marcel's age. She's 89, Marcel. Same as you. So, Zach, you're 89 or what? Yeah, both you. You guys are so young, man. I'm the old guy here. It's crazy. It's so weird.
So I mean,
I agree though. I agree. Honestly, I don't mind if she fights any of those girls, like Grosso, even Fiorot. Like, I think she does deserve to step up. Now, does she headline a card in Canada? Does she get a fight night main event? Can you even sell that as a main event? Maybe a co-main event 5 rounds is better, like Blanchfield and Rose when they did that in Edmonton. I don't know. I'd like to see her fight for 5 rounds. That's the thing I'll say with Marcel with Natalia. I would like to see her fight 5 rounds before she fought for the belt, you know? Although, again, she was so clean last night that I don't think she showed any cardio issues, you know? Hey, John's in the chat. What's up, John? Jasmine Grosso. I like it too, John. That was the one I was thinking about. I just think it makes sense. And to be honest with you, it is winnable for Grosso, I think, too. Because on the striking, like, she's definitely superior on the feet. But again, Jasmine's so good on the takedowns. Jasmine and Rose. Yeah, I guess she could fight the winner of Rose and Miranda Maverick. That would. She already beat Miranda Maverick. That wouldn't. But I guess if Rose wins, that would make sense.
Now,
99, kid. You're a kid.
If you book her with Grosso, do you do that on Noche? Like, do you risk put?
You know what? She did fight at UFC Noche against Tracy Cortez, and she lost a close decision. Maybe they send her back to Mexico and do it. That was in Vegas, I guess, but send her to Mexico this time. I don't mind it.
I just don't know does that favor Grosso too much?
It favors her, and also, like, I just kind of feel like they want to build her up in Canada here because, let's be honest, guys, we don't have a lot of contenders. It's basically Mike Malott, it's Jasmine, and it's a hobby.
And Jillian Robertson.
Jillian. Yeah, I should mention Jillian. Now, Jillian, I believe she grew up in the States, right? But she's born in Canada. Obviously, you know, lives and trains in Florida now. But yeah, I love Jillian. And, like, you know, I didn't get a chance to ask, but, like, I would have wanted to know, why didn't they not put Jillian on this card? Like, a week before she fights in Des Moines? Come on. What's going on? I think it's a good fight too, John. I like it a lot as well. Miranda's Pickles. I think Zach's had them. Have you had them, Zach? Miranda
What I was
Maverick?
looking for.
Oh, there he is. There you go.
Yeah, they're actually really good.
Yeah. No, I thought you did have them. That's funny. Marcel, he had them as Miranda Maverick's Pickles. There you go.
Well, what are those Miranda Maverick's pickles?
That's exactly what it says it is.
Sounds a lot worse when you say it out loud that way.
Yeah, but what is it?
They're literally just like handmade pickles. Like
actual pickles. Okay.
I was going to ask him, do you know what pickles are? Do they even have them in Netherlands? Like,
Yeah, I know what pickles are, but I didn't know if it were actual pickles. So
yeah. Like, they're not the best artisan pickles I've had. Like, it was definitely one of those, like, just support a fighter, because I think she was also, like, fundraising to adopt a kid.
Yeah, that was successful, wasn't it?
Yep.
I think that's good.
And I was like, you know, help it out while getting pickles. And
fair enough. I want to get this comment from Antoine. Side note: I wish I experienced mid 2000s like you guys watching those early UFCs with Chuck and Q. They were great. You can always go back and watch them, Antoine. You know they're on Fight Pass.
Yeah.
I have all the DVDs. But I loved like Pride too. I mean, Pride was my favorite. It's too bad it's not around. I love Strike Force too. You know, there were some really good promotions. Even early the Bjorn Rebney Bellator days were great too. What are you gonna say, Marcel?
Adam loves Pride. He also has the rainbow flag everywhere. So
All over, baby, all over. Is that troll still in the chat? He's gonna go after me now. So there
I have no idea
because of that comment. All right, let's go back to the card. Yeah, this to me was kind of the down part of the card. This fight here with Bukowskis and Kukalava. So, I should mention we had 3 consensus dogs last week hitting. We should mention this.
Yeah.
Shevchenko, what was it? Zahavi
Bukowskis.
and Bukowskis. So this fight was close. I thought Kukalava edged it out. I don't like any of the scorecards. I actually disagreed with all 3 of the scorecards.
Yeah, me too.
I had Iron winning the first 2, and then I had Mendes in the third round. I do think the first round was like somewhat close. You could probably make an argument there, but the second round seemed like clearly Kutalaba, and then the third round, yeah, Bukowskis edged it out. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't a great fight to be honest with you guys. I expected a little more from this. How'd you score this one, Marcel?
I scored the first round for Ion. I scored the second round for Ion, and the third round for Modestus.
That's what I had. I had the same. How about you, Zach? Same thing, or?
I forget the round by round breakdown, but I had it 2-1 Eon.
Yeah, you probably the same as us then. Yeah. But the scorecards were like anytime you have opposite 30-27s, you would hope the Quebec Commission has a talk with like how does this happen? Because I think they do that in like Nevada. They sit down. They're like, why did you have opposite 30? Like that's not good. That's not good. I will say this fight had some margin for error with the judging because not a lot happened, guys. To be honest with you, it wasn't a great fight, but I don't think the scorecards were very good in this fight, personally. So, but Modestus wins. He's 5-1 since he came back to the UFC. Pretty incredible. I would imagine he gets a top 15 opponent, right? Makes sense, right?
They might book him as if he lost, though.
Possible.
I mean, we didn't get to see what Dana had to say post-fight because he ran away after JDM.
So I had a feeling he wasn't going to show up, Zach, and I was like, I'm not even going to bother wasting my time going to this thing. I'm just going to dip. And I left, and he didn't show up. David Shaw showed up. I like David Shaw. David Shaw actually is a straight shooter. He gives good answers, but he's not Dana, you know? Now, but again, I talked with Marcel. I'm like, what's Dana? I was like, Marcel, which question should I ask? And Marcel was like, Dana's just going to say, like, we'll see. We'll talk about the matchmaker meeting on Monday or Tuesday. Is it Monday they have a matchmaker?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
He always has a standard reaction when somebody asks him something he doesn't want to give an answer to. He's like, he lets the person say the question, and then he's like, can you repeat that, please? And then the person repeats that,
Yeah.
and then he's, Lene, what did he say? I didn't hear. That he can think in his mind what he's gonna say. You know, that's what he always does.
No, you're right. I don't know if you heard, Zach. I met Lene yesterday, and I was just like, "You were so awesome on the Roku show." She started laughing. Like the whole thing was. She's like, "Oh yeah, I think it was Sean Strickland." Yeah, we have to watch out for Sean on social media. The guy's a fucking maniac on social. I love him, but he's crazy on social media. But yeah, I mean, Marcel's right. He'll shoot. Dana's got his canned answer. To be my question to Dana, and I probably would don't come back to these UFC events. I was going to ask him, like, Dana, do you still have the same passion for the sport that you once did? Because I don't feel like he does. Am I wrong, guys?
No, I agree with you.
It just doesn't feel like he does anymore, you know? Like, he's got this whole thing with TKO boxing. Obviously, he's kicking off with Terrence Crawford and Cadell. Massive fight, you know, obviously in boxing. I will watch that fight, obviously, because it's, like, 2 of the best fighters in the world of all time. But I'm not the biggest boxing fan, Zach. Marcel isn't either. I don't know, Zach, are you a boxing guy or?
Nah, you pretty much have to really like pay me to watch boxing.
I'm sure you'll watch that fight though, because it is, you know, a huge fight.
I'll watch the first. I'll say like I'll watch the first TKO boxing.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It's more so to see like what they're gonna do with it. Obviously, it's gonna look very UFC because all Dana's productions all look the same.
They're gonna start doing it at the Apex. Just watch. It's gonna look like the Apex. Guys walking out and stuff.
But yeah, I mean, after that, like, I don't care about boxing is what it really comes down to.
No, I agree. LFA question? Well, okay, ask it later. I don't know what your question was. Zach the guy for LFA.
I already figured it was going to be a lazy question for me. I already assumed that was the case.
100%. Do they cut Ion? The thing about he's actually lost, at one point he lost like 5 or 6 fights, but he's exciting, right? So this fight wasn't very exciting, but like generally That's the thing, though, Zach. Like, I actually think like the chaotic version of him that like swings like for the fences. That's the Ion I expected in this fight, and it wasn't him. He's been fighting smarter lately, but that's exciting. But he's trying to save his job. Was Dana in the crowd? Yeah, he was. I think. Go ahead.
Yeah, Ion's or whatever his name is, Kudabella is. That's why Chris Dawkins is gone.
Right.
Because Chris was offered a short notice and he was injured, and he said he asked me for like a month difference, and they were like, "We don't need you anymore."
Yeah, no, for sure. Sorry, I missed Lazy Bits. I didn't read it right. The Samurai MMA, Shelby and Mick were there. I don't think Dana was there. Probably at the Casino de Montreal. That's probably where he was. Dana was at the event last night, though. Obviously, he was there. He put the belt around Belal and then dipped right away. It seemed like he's probably like, you know what, Dave and Lene, you guys handle this. I'm gone. He gets his $9 million and dipped.
He said something to Belal in the cage, though.
I didn't see that. See, I didn't.
Yeah, like I haven't gone back yet to see if you could like make out what he says, because like it was actually like you could see his lips, so you can maybe work out what he said. But like it looked like he finally came around to Belal just to be like, now you lost,
right?
And so I'm really curious to see like what was said there, if anything is ever brought up about what he said.
Marcel, do the Mick Maynard impersonation. Do it for us.
Oh, okay. So they're going to the matchmaker room, and they have a conversation with Dana and with Mick Maynard and with Sean Shelby. And Sean Shelby is like, so we still have a place for a fight. Does somebody has a fight? Then Mick Maynard comes in. Listen, Sean, I have an amazing heavyweight fight for you. Let's put Walter Walker. He's an amazing fighter. And we put him against Thomas Peterson. It's going to be an absolute banger. We should put it in the Apex, maybe the co-main event. It's an absolute banger. And then Dana comes in. Fucking awesome. 2 heavyweights, heavy-handed, knockout power. We put that as the co-main event. What a call, Mick. Love it. Thank you, Dana. I think I have a great matchmaking here. I think the fans will love me.
So good. The only part that's not believable is that Dana has no fucking clue Thomas Peterson and Walter.
No, exactly.
But the rest of it's amazing. Or Thomas Jefferson or Steven Jefferson, whatever his name is now. Steven Peterson. What's they call him? They can't get the guy. The guy's name is like fucking easiest name in the world. They can't get it right. By the way, I
always love.
Oh, go ahead.
No disrespect, but I always love what Dana is like. If you don't know, now you know. And then sometimes he has like 2 fighters, which I'm pretty sure he has no idea who the fuck they are. And then it delivers, and then they're on the broadcast. They're like, "Yeah, guys, you should have listened to Dana. He knows." It's always like...
That's funny. Canelo Crawford fight of the decade. I mean, it's a huge fight, obviously. Canelo versus Crawford. Dana cares about the shareholder protecting his lover Shevchenko. John's in like Thailand or something right now, isn't he? I saw that. He's going to do that Russian.
He's doing the Ultimate Fighter against Nate Diaz or something there.
That's so odd. Hard to fight like Bukaki. Playing the weasel. Yeah, you love that word, True. True loves Bukaki too. Also, I love how Zach's here. Who's your favorite prospect in the regional scene? What's your favorite regional pro besides CFC? I love the question. Go ahead, Zach.
Prospect. Lazy Bet actually knows. It's Belal Hassan right now. I do want to see Belal test it. That's where his one issue is. He hasn't really been tested yet. As far as promotion outside of CFFC is really easy because they blocked me. So fuck them.
Is that Rob the Handle's social media?
No,
or?
it's Brad Bolton. He's a pussy. He's the guy who grappled Ben Davis because he's a big, strong man.
That guy. You know what, Marcel? Add that to the list of the dream matchups for the MMA media. You can add that one too there.
Okay.
I mean, credit to him. He did grapple Clay Guida on like 3 hours notice.
Sure.
And then his next match was Ben Davis. So congratulations, Brad. You're a pussy. I
remember this. Yeah.
But
didn't he get him with like an ankle lock or something? It was like some dirty V-bar or something? What was it?
So it was supposed to be a muffler. Like it was a staged finish.
Oh, okay.
It was supposed to be a muffler.
Okay.
Ben kind of jumped at him and rushed at him, and he did a straight ankle lock.
Yeah. That's fucking dangerous.
To a guy who had never grappled in his life.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard Ben is like on the challenge or something. I don't know if that's out there. Yeah. Is that on right now or is that?
I know he didn't go far. I don't know how the challenge works. I just know that was his break from social. Was the challenge.
Whenever someone says they're taking a break from social, they're doing something like where they have a clause that says you can't post while you're doing this. Oh wait, Marcel, here you go. Thomas Beers and Walter Walker, the feature fight on the Australian. The sad thing is, I actually could see that happening potentially.
Yeah, yeah.
All
And
right,
then
go ahead.
and Antoine had the second half question. Fury FC. I think Fury FC.
Yeah.
Right now, it does compete pretty head to head with LFA.
Sure.
LFA is getting a little stagnant. But no, like, I even think eventually you need to get rid of Mick and Sean, and you need to go at Mike Beerley and Rich Barander. Those two, I think, could lead the next wave of UFC.
They got to do. I don't know what it is, but like it feels kind of stale sometimes with the matchmaking, and I don't know. Like maybe bringing in because actually Marcel and I talked about this the other day. Remember the guy I was telling you about, Marcel, the guy with the Cody Garbrandt fight? We were talking about this.
Yeah.
What happened to this guy? He made one fight, and then was that a joke? Like he wasn't actually like Dana's like we gave this guy a job and moved to Vegas. I think it was a joke. Antoine said thank you. I low key miss Rally TC. I just watched Survivor. I don't watch the other shows. There's a few. What MMA fight? B Win was on Survivor like 10 years ago, maybe. She had a knee injury and pulled out of the show.
I'll say she lost there too.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Guys, I can't do this. Like, I have to save my UFC MMA career." She didn't go too far. I like B though. Great OnlyFans, right, Marcel?
Yeah, great pictures.
One of Marcel's favorites. Pato's here, Marcel. I thought Manon won. Dude, she didn't really do. I mean, listen, I'm not going to argue with you because it was close, but
It was close.
she really didn't do much in the clinch, like in my opinion. Like she was kind of holding for dear life, and she's like, yeah, she uses her size to bully opponents. Do you think they'll ever bring back women's featherweight? Because I think at that weight class, she'd probably do pretty well, to be honest with you. But I don't know. Probably won't bring it back.
The division's really strong right now in Invicta. Like, really strong.
It's better than it was when Amanda vacated the belt, whatever, 5 years ago. There's more talent now.
And even talking to some of like the people, we should probably see a title fight coming in June.
Okay.
I know at least one half that is in talks is supposedly on the June card. I even asked both sides, like, what are your goals? Because the one cannot make 35.
Yeah.
And I even hinted at her, I was like, and PFL is not going to do a 45 because there's not enough to even do a tournament of it. Like, what are your goals? Like, is it Invicta? If so, that's great. Like, you're in the right spot. Speaking
of PFL, I had no idea they had a card on yesterday in Belfast. I didn't know. Dawn is the worst promotion for his company. I didn't know. Did you know, Marcel? There was that card yesterday?
I saw a picture with Paul Hughes, and I know Gino Van Steenis was on it, so that's why I knew. But
I didn't know. And there was one at Mina on Friday, too. I we should have previewed it. It's my bad, though. BSD Dawson. I think this makes sense. He always fights guys from that camp, so it makes sense. Should have been BSD Robeski. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded that either. Nick Maynard is biased towards fighters from dominance. Him and Ali are Renzo guys. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Did you guys watch Fear Factor Heavy? Joe? Oh, yeah, of course. I used to watch Fear. You never watched it, Marcel? I guess they don't.
I wasn't available on here, but I know he did.
To be honest, Zach, like I watched that when I was a kid, and that's where I knew Joe Rogan from.
Yeah, I knew him from there in what was it, Spin City?
Right.
Or News Radio, one of those two shows.
Right. That's where I knew him from, though, and then obviously as a UFC commentator. But I used to watch Fear Factor all the time. So when I was a kid, like they eat bugs and shit, like it was crazy. Let's go back to the card. Let's just finish up the other couple of fights. Navajo Sterling defeats Ivan Urslan. Yeah, I mean the first round, it looked like it could be a potential. Would this have been a fraud check if Urslan beat Sterling? Marcel, fraud check? Yes or no?
We should stop using that word.
Every time I ask you, you're like, no, this isn't a fraud check. Yeah, honestly, if they're in the UFC, it probably isn't. But I thought Urslan won the first round. I think all the judges did too. But then Sterling kind of took over. Third round was kind of, I don't know, like it was crazy. Like Urslan puts his hands up and just like marches forward, gets dropped. Sterling won.
I never understand it in the first place why this fight was on this card.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you why. Actually, I know why.
No, tell me.
David Shaw is part of UFC Canada and UFC Australia. He's in charge of
Okay.
So that's why you had Jack on this card too. I think that's part of the reason. they're considered. I wouldn't say the same market, but they have the same guy that basically does the promotion for the market.
Yeah, I mean,
Dave's a good dude, by the way. I like David a lot. He's good, you know.
I mean, Australia and Canada are like neighborhoods, so close next to each
They're
other.
both part of like the I don't know. They're both like allies of. They're kind of like allies, I guess, if that makes sense. But they're different countries completely. Tristan, what's up, man? Glad to have you here, man. Appreciate that. Apparently, all PFL. I saw this. It'll be on YouTube. That's what Don said. So let's see. What's your nickname for him? Dipshit Don? Is that what the
Dipshit
nickname
Don.
is? Did he block you yet or no? Has he
No.
blocked you? Wow.
I'm actually shocked because like I know other people who have like made one comment and he's like hopped in their DMs and like bitched at them and then blocked them right afterwards.
I will say with Don, at least you know what he's got money. You know, like they pay the fighters, but you wonder how long it's going to last for, man. Too, you know, the gravy train. It's not going to last forever.
I mean, they're suing like every one of their previous sponsors, like every single one of them.
I know. You told us about this. This is crazy.
And then like the Zone, they didn't stream the card yesterday in Canada.
I had no clue. I didn't know it was on. Like I said, I had no clue. So
It was honestly one of the best PFL cards in a long time.
I should go back and watch it. But I was gonna say I used to have the Zone, and I haven't had it in a few years. I'm not gonna get it just for PFL. So, you guys know? Yeah, he didn't say Tristan, but like the rumors, Western Canada, which would be probably Calgary, but it could be Saskatoon. But we'll see. This guy knows his shit. Look at this, Marcel.
What's up?
Sterling looked green. He did, but you know what? He's only 27, I want to say. So he's pretty young for like his division. Any fight? And you got any rumors, Marcel?
No, actually don't. No, nothing I want to share right now.
Fair enough. All right, let's get back to the card. Just a couple of fights left. We should talk about this fight. Marc-Andre Barriault. Hey, you say the name. Do it, Marcel. Do the name.
Ooh, Marc-Andre Barriault.
There you go. You're so fucking good at it. Dude, this was scary. Like, Bruno, again, I don't know how it came, because I didn't see the TV feed, but he wasn't moving, and like they had like all these paramedics in, they had a stretcher out for him on this board. It was crazy. I'm like, holy shit, did this guy just die? Like I'll tell you right now, guys, I hate to say it, but I still think one day you're gonna see a death in the UFC. I hate to say it. It's gonna happen. I was hoping it wasn't yesterday though. I didn't want to see that in my own eyes, but probably one of the scariest knockouts I've ever seen. Absolutely brutal fucking knockout. And a bonus for Barriault. Saved his job. Saved his career, probably. Because if you lose this fight to the Bruno Silva, geez. Bruno's lost 5 straight fights. There's no way the UFC brings him back.
And he missed weight.
Yeah, he missed weight. This was such a nasty knockout, though. Elbows from the clinch. Just brutalized him. I don't know if he's like a hole in his head or something. That was fucking crazy, man. Yeah, no interest in watching Bruno Silva fight ever again. He should definitely retire. He should not fight again. I do not want to see like BKFC fights or like dirty boxing like Bruno Silva. Like, please don't fight again. Yeah, this was nasty. Good for Barriault though. He's my guy, and I was glad to get him win. And I had him as not a dog. He was a favorite, but minus 150. It was great odds on it against Bruno Silva. He should not be fighting anymore. Very similar with the skull fracture in the Cyborg and in MVP fight. Yeah, Blake, how did Tavares lose to Silva? That's one of those ones. And the weird thing is he knocked him out. So he does have power. He did anyways. Brad's got an iron chin. He knocked him out. So that's a little surprising, you know. Yeah, all these guys are just saying Bruno. Barriault versus Atiba Gauthier. Would they do this? I think that's too much of a step up. I don't know. Am I wrong? What do you guys think?
No, they won't do that.
No, they're going to feed him like some. I don't know. They should bring back that Canadian guy Christian Savoy, that scrub that lost to Jacoby Smith. Bring it back. Let Atiba tee off on him. I mean, he fought fucking Jose Daniel Medina, for God's sakes, guys.
Legend.
That guy should not. He should not be in the UFC anymore. Thoughts on Team Jones versus Team Diaz? I'm not watching this. I don't care about this.
Don't even know why I can watch it.
I didn't. Wasn't it Peter Yan against Sterling? Was that
last season?
Never saw it. Never heard anything about it.
Just some clips.
All right, last couple of fights. Let's go through them quick. Daniel Santos looked incredible. I mean, I don't know. Missed weight, or actually no, he made weight. He missed on his first time. He actually made weight, but he moved up in weight, and he looked so much smaller at the weigh-ins. and he dominated this fight, guys. He was better striker, better grappler. Very surprised how easily he won this fight. Marcel actually picked him, so nice pick, Marcel, last week. But yeah, 6 takedowns. He had more control time, more strikes landed. I think Ji Young Lee, I think he might get cut, potentially. Is that possible? Could he get cut?
I mean, South Korean market, maybe not. Maybe he gets one more.
Yeah, it was actually a fun fight. I thought this was a really good fight. But, he started off 2-0. Actually, wait, 1-0, because that fight with Yijia doesn't count, right, Marcel? That's not a UFC fight?
Yeah.
So weird. But anyways, yeah, I think he's kind of, on the hit the decline. And then opening up the card, Beksat just fucking destroys Brad Couture with an uppercut. 1 minute, 4 seconds. I hate to say it, but I think that's the last we're going to see of Brad Couture in the UFC. 2-time Ultimate Fighter winner. Pour one up for Brad Couture, guys. That's it, I think. But Beksat, dropped Umar in his debut, lost to Umar, but comes back here against a nasty win. What do you think of Beksat, guys? You guys like him?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he looked good. He's been out for some time due to injury, but he's an interesting guy, I think.
Would they ever go to Kazakhstan, like UFC?
They wanted to go to Kazakhstan, I think,
Yeah, wasn't there a card, actually? Was it Shavkat?
No, it was never there, but I mean, they wanted to go to Almaty, I think, like a couple of years ago, but they never went. And Salgas was supposed to be on that card. Shavkat, I think. Yeah.
There was a card. Yeah, there was a card.
Not in the UFC.
No, but didn't they talk about it? Wasn't it?
Yeah, they talked about it. Almaty, Kazakhstan.
Yeah. Here was it 2000? Oh, it was during COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was June 13th. It was supposed to happen. And you know what the event turned into? You guys are gonna laugh so hard. The the event was initially planned to take place at Astana Arena in Nur Sultan, which I think is the capital city.
Oh, Nur Sultan was okay.
Yeah, Kazakhstan would have been the first promotion. However, it was announced that due to COVID, the event was canceled. The event was then moved to UFC Apex in Las Vegas and was headlined by Jessica Ai versus Cynthia Calvillo.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great way to break into a market, isn't it, guys? Cynthia Calvillo.
But that wasn't been the main event, if that's
No, I know. It's a good question. What's up, man? I like this guy's logo too. Making the walk. Is Katona losing another black guy? I mean, they gotta get didn't they get rid of Ultimate Fighter for 2 or 3 years and they brought it back?
Yeah.
This is not necessary at all, this show anymore, right? It's run its course.
I mean, since they have Contender Series, why would you keep doing the Ultimate Fighter?
Is there another season of Tough coming up?
Yeah, Sonnen against Cormier.
That's right. It's filmed already.
Yeah.
Starts in 13 days.
Chael's not fighting DC.
Oh, let's hope not. No.
They have to bring back the super heavyweight division for DC. There's no way DC can make heavyweight anymore, guys. This is no way. But honestly, I'll probably just I'll skip through the fights. But even if you look at the last season, it was Ryan Loder who got fucked up by Prikoyev, who wasn't even a top prospect. And then
Santos.
Yeah, Santos, yeah. Although, again, a lot of people thought he lost to Francis the Fire Marshall. Mm-hmm. And the other guy was Robert Valentin, right? I think that was the finale. Who did Myron beat again? Who did he beat?
Khan Offley.
And didn't he fight again? And
he lost.
Yeah, so he's cut now, or
I have no idea.
Okay. All right, let's get this. Here's the question. LFA question. Who is this guy, Zach?
Yeah, so he's a guy who I don't know how he makes welterweight. Is where it starts at.
6'6".
Yeah, he could probably be a heavyweight.
What the?
But he somehow makes welterweight. There's also, I mean, if you can find PFL Europe from yesterday too, there's a 6'6", a 6'6" versus 6'4" welterweight fight, and it was insane.
Oh shit!
But no, I think it's so weird because even Contender Series, even booking for that's now getting shitty. They're just kind of they just call Jason House and ask him for 5 names. They call Ali and ask for 5 names. They don't really. They're not looking at scouting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he would be a good addition because welterweight does kind of need people below ranked. Josh Hockett will be extremely fun if he gets
former NFL player, right? Wasn't he?
Yeah, 49ers practice squad.
Practice squad. Yeah, he didn't actually play in the NFL, but still, I mean, that's
downside is his career in the UFC will be like his practice squad career. It won't go far. But Josh, he's a character, and that's kind of what the UFC wants now. They want you to be a vocal, and they care more about your social media views than what you actually put in the cage. They'll find some. They'll rebook Ryan Spann to give Josh Hockett a fight, basically. Like they'll find a body at heavyweight for him. But no, I think LFA is going to have only a few people. Like I don't think there's a lot of people from LFA right now that are worthy of Contender Series this year.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, no, I was talking about Connor Austin, not Myron. Marcel gets something plastic to play with. Yeah, someone is that you, Marcel, playing with some coins or some shit? Like that's not Zach. It's you.
Sorry if I'm the. I don't know. Maybe.
What are you playing with?
Maybe this.
Yeah, you can hear.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I will.
It's very loud, but I didn't want to say anything. But now True said something, so there you go. Don't worry, man. It's okay. We're almost done anyways. I just wanted to get some thoughts on these comments, and then we'll get out of here. Astana was a new city created by the president of the new capital of Kazakhstan. Okay, there you go. So there you go. GM's the opposite vocal, pretty much. All right, I think we're good. We went through the preview, the recap. We went a little bit over time, but that's okay. We had Zach jump in. Zach, thank you, man. Appreciate you.
And someone asked about like a fight rumor.
What was the fight?
Marcel, has Albazi's fight been announced yet?
No.
You want that one?
Sorry?
You want that one?
I know that one, but I've been asked to not say anything yet.
So. I don't know anything either. Then okay.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I tried helping someone who asked about rumors, so
it's probably not signed yet. Marcel only posted when it's signed. Like even our boy Bahunin, Alex Bahunin, he broke was it Tabitha Ricci and Amanda Hebus?
Yeah.
And Marcel didn't post. I asked him like, why didn't you post this? And he's like, yeah, it's not signed. So I'm like, who do I believe? My good friend Alex or my good friend Marcel?
You gotta believe who you want to believe, man. I mean,
I'm sure you talked to Amanda's dad. That's probably what happened.
That's what you say.
I love how Marcel's like really like close friends with the Hebus father. Was it Marcelo? Is that his name?
Yeah. It's almost the same name,
I didn't know. I didn't. By the way, Zach, I had no idea Amanda Hebus had a sister, and she's an absolute smoke show. Her name is
Marcelli.
Marcelli, and Marcel's in love with her too.
Not at all,
dude. She's hot. Her and Amanda Hebus are just beautiful women. But I think that fight with Ricci, that's a good looking fight. I like when the UFC does these fights out. They'll do. What was the one last week? Not 2 weeks ago. And Mareem and Fiona. They're like, yeah, we'll just get two like hot chicks in here.
Grasso Silva.
One is so much better. Who? Which one?
Grasso Silva.
Grasso and Natalia? Yeah.
No.
I thought you were talking about Ariane Silva for some reason. Ariane fought Jasmine's a pretty good looking woman too, I think. She fought Ariane Silva. That was a good one. Ariane or Tracy Cortez versus I shouldn't say anything. What about Verna? Where's Verna, man? Get her back here.
How do you go from good-looking women to say Verna?
That's Marcel's girl too.
How?
I don't know. We don't judge here, Zach. That's fine. I got the last couple of comments, guys. Zach was amazing. Zach's a good friend. Become a good friend over the last couple of years.
We're also always happy to get somebody on the podcast who's a massive fan of Crazy Calf. So.
And Zach,
it won't pan, but
yeah, Kogi, there he is. Marcel, you had that sent to him, didn't you? Didn't you help him out with that?
Yeah, I did.
No, Zach's a good friend, and there's literally no one that's a bigger fucking nerd for regional MMA than Zach. So that's the biggest compliment I give you, man. By the way, so.
It's a disease, an addiction.
By the way, how was Spectation the other? I didn't watch the card. How was it?
I only watched the main. I only watched Evan Smith's.
Yeah, you look good, right?
Yeah. I thought it was funny too. Because it was like right after his fight started, right after they inducted or announced TRT going in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and then
Rasad Evans run over to give him a hug, and I'm like, "Your godson's fighting in 2 minutes."
That's totally funny. Do you think he'll fight Contender Series?
He's not good. So like, I think it was Combat FC, or maybe LFA. They tried using him to push Jonathan Piersma.
Yeah, no, it was didn't he knock out Jonathan?
It was like a spinning head kick.
That was his big win. I don't mind him on Contender. They're gonna run out of people. They're actually they're doing too many people.
Lazy Bed's pulling out shit from like the background, not just the poster, but her gloves too.
Dope. Signed?
Yeah.
So,
She signs like a 3-year-old, but yeah, they're signed.
Hamzat fight done? I don't think it's done. I don't think it's done. The one fight that's done is RDR and Whitaker. That's the main event for Abu Dhabi. I would imagine the co-main event's Fiorot and Marcus McGee, but I
I
don't.
think so too.
Yeah, is it signed or
No, it's not signed, but I
okay?
think that's
But it may
fine.
3. Would that be 3 rounds or 5? Do you know?
I think 3 rounds, man.
But RDR, that's confirmed. That was
Yeah.
announced. Perfect.
Yeah.
I like that fight. That's a huge step up too for him. But if he beats Whitaker, I mean, by the way, where's Kyle Bahayo? Get him back in the cage.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you guys think they bring Muhammad Bakhayev back?
Probably not.
Dana does not like this guy. To be honest with you guys, as fans, we like him. He's a good fighter, but the thing is, Dana can sign another guy tomorrow, and he just forgets about these people. That's the thing, Zach. I don't know if you ever watched the show Shark Tank. It's like, yeah. So these people that turn, what somebody's they'll turn down the deal. They're like, sorry guys, we're not going to sell. They want their firm at 10%. They won't go 20. As soon as they walk out that door, Kevin and Robert and these guys, they don't even remember who these people are. And I'm like, you just fucking lost out potentially millions of dollars because you didn't want to give up. I get it. You value your company, but Mark Cuban's like, I don't even know who you are anymore. You know what I mean? And it's the same with Dana. He's like, yeah, we'll sign another guy tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, they're expendable. They're expendable. They're meat. Does she have an Instagram? Marceli Hebus? Does she?
Yeah, for sure. Just look for her. You can easily find her.
She's very pretty. I'll say that too. Verna is the goat. See, this is our guy here. Verna. Yasmin Nahara. I don't know her. I gotta check her out. Let's check her out. Yasmin.
I've heard of her.
She's okay. Yeah, she's not bad. I mean, I'll gladly have some chicken wings and a side, or I'll have some chicken with a side of wings with her, Zach. Don't mind. That girl was onto something, Zach. I'll tell you right now. That girl was fucking.
I did at the one night because I wanted chicken Alfredo, but I really wanted buffalo wings. So I did buffalo bites, so it was not wings, and it was the perfect mix. I think I messaged you in the Discord right away too. I was like, she was on something. You feel 600 pounds doing it, but it tastes so good.
Yeah, I was telling. I don't know. I don't know if I brought up in here on YouTube, but I went up this chick and she ordered chicken Alfredo with a side of chicken wings. She was onto something. It's too funny. It's like an inside joke now. I'm always like, I want some wings, man. I want some wings. Wings are one of my favorite foods, man. But it was just chicken with a side of chicken wings. That's just fucking amazing. Fatima Klein poster, you saw that. The GFL guys are on 208. Okay, that's good. Sorry guys, we went way over time. We'll take the last couple comments. Marcel, we'll do the preview really quick. By the way, this card's not very good to be honest.
Yeah.
With you. Sure. Sounds like a keeper. Maybe. Yeah. She footed me with the bill, but it's bad for her later. Send me the money back. So I'm like, wait, what the heck's going on here? You didn't give me a bite of your wings. You didn't give me a bite of them, guys. Come on. I'm excited seeing Pierre Polyev. Did they show that in camera? Did they show that on the okay? They showed that on TV
near the end.
So he went for the prime minister role and lost. I voted for him. He lost, but yeah, he was there and he hugged Belal and stuff. But yeah, it was right now he doesn't have a seat in parliament, which is really weird. But they're trying to get him a seat. Basically, he's the leader of the opposition. It's yeah, it's very odd. I'll just say that. RDR is bigger than Chad. Cam Hamzat can replicate the strategy probably. Thoughts on Aldo? I don't think he got robbed, Blake. I personally scored it for as a hobby. So did Zach. Marcel was kind of on the fence about it, but again, it was competitive. If Aldo won, I wouldn't have been shocked. But anyways, guys, I think we went over time. So, but again, Zach, we appreciate you coming on, and you're going to come on it would be
3/16
1st or something. Yeah, I think it's June 1st. Yeah, it is June 1st, Zach. So write that down on your calendar. The day after UFC Vegas 1,000,002, that card. You're going to preview O'Malley and Rob. You're going to that card? Or are you?
No, I priced out tickets, and they didn't really raise prices too much from that card. My same seats are literally still available.
Right.
And I loved my seats. They were just
Where do you sit? Like 200s?
So they were technically still floor seats, but they have a raised bleachers.
Yeah. I get it.
So you're actually in
Better view.
a foldable chair
Yeah.
instead of like your chairs, because bigger people don't like those chairs. But I'm also in a row of one.
Okay.
Like my row is just a seat.
Yeah.
And last time I wanted to go get a beer, someone stole my seat.
Oh fuck.
So I just moved up closer. But no, you're not looking down. You look kind of straight into the cage.
How much are those? The grand or
Like 540, 560.
It's like a Grand Canadian.
So it wasn't too bad. I mean, when I did it last time,
Yeah.
like, the Phillies and a few other baseball games, like in the week prior, paid for everything.
Fair enough. There you go.
Tickets, the fighter hotel, the ride there, ride back, everything. So,
Fair enough. Anyways, regardless if you're going out, you're coming on the podcast.
Yep.
So there you go. So anyways, we want to thank you, man. We'll get out of here now. We'll close down the show. We'll do the UFC Vegas 106 preview. I'll just do it with Marcel. We're going to go through it fast, Marcel. I don't love the card coming up, but we'll go through the fights. Anything you want to say, Zach, before we get out here, Marcel?
No, all good. Zach, keep hanging for a little. I want to say something to you off the record.
Sounds good. All right. Last comment here from Antoine. How much does already have left of this level at 34? I kind of feel like he's one of the, like Eamon's a hobby's 37. Some of these guys level up a little bit later. Jasmine 36. Sometimes guys or girls, they hit their peak at a later date. RDR is hitting his peak right now. And I think he'll be good for a while. So he looked amazing. Guys, give us about 5 minutes. I'll throw the UFC Vegas 106 preview up on YouTube. Give me 5 minutes. Thank you again. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Sorry about the earlier thing with that troll, but we got taken care of. I have a moderator now in the chat. I was able to figure that out. So thanks again, guys. Appreciate it.